Claude Code just lint-checked its own code, ran 47 tests, blocked a catastrophic RM-RF, and slacked the team, and I didn't type a single thing. 5 hooks, 7 minutes. Let's ruin your excuses for not automating. So Claude has a life cycle. It starts up, it calls tools, it writes files, it finishes. And at every one of those moments, you can intercept it with a shell command. That's a hook. Think of it like a bouncer at a nightclub, except the nightclub is your codebase and the drunk guy trying to get in is an AI with root shell access. 4 events you can hook into. Pre-tool use fires before Claude does anything. You get to inspect the command and decide, yeah, go ahead, or absolutely not. Post-tool use fires after, great for validation. Notification fires when Claude wants your attention. And stop fires when Claude thinks it's done, which honestly is sometimes debatable. Each hook gets environment variables, the tool name, the input, the file path. Your script reads those, does its thing, and if it exits non-zero, Claude stops, reads the error, adjusts like a well-trained intern. It's Git hooks, but for your AI agent. You set the rules. Claude follows them every single time. Let's start with the one that'll save your Monday mornings. Every team has that one developer who commits without running tests. You know who I'm talking about. It works on my machine. Famous last words. Well, congratulations, your AI agent is not that developer, not anymore. You create a pre-tool use hook that watches for git commit. When Claude tries to commit, the hook fires first. It runs your linter, it runs your formatter in check mode, it runs your entire test suite. If anything fails, exit code 1, commit blocked. Claude doesn't get to touch git until the code is clean. And here's where it gets beautiful. Claude doesn't just stop, it reads the error output, sees unused import on line 47, fixes it, tries to commit again, hook fires again, this time everything passes, commit goes through. Zero human intervention. Your AI agent just enforced code standards better than your PR reviewer. And it did it without leaving a passive-aggressive comment about your variable names. Your CI pipeline used to cry every Monday. Not anymore, it's getting therapy now. The best part, the hook script is like 5 lines of bash. You probably spent longer deciding what to name it than writing it. Here's what nobody talks about with AI agents. They're fast, but they're not instant. You fire off a big refactoring task and now you're staring at a terminal like it's a microwave, just sitting there, waiting, watching text scroll. This is not the future we were promised. Notification hooks fix this. When Claude finishes something or has a question or needs your input, it fires a hook. You pipe that anywhere, desktop notification, Slack message, Discord webhook, email if you're feeling vintage. Carrier pigeon if you've really given up on technology. On Mac, 1 line with terminal notifier. On Linux, notify send Slack, 3 lines of curl to a webhook. Here's my workflow now. I tell Claude to refactor an entire module. Dependency injection, the whole thing, then I literally walk away, go make coffee, check Twitter, doom scroll for a bit. 40 seconds later, ding, refactoring complete. 3 files changed, 12 tests updated. I come back, review the diff, and move on. You just turned an AI agent into a background worker with push notifications. The future is lazy and I am absolutely here for it. Go touch grass. Claude will ping you when it's done. You know that deployment doc your team has, the one that's 47 steps long, the one nobody has read since 2023, the one that says ask Dave for step 12 but Dave left the company, kill it. Replace it with a / command. You drop a markdown file in your commands directory. It shows up in Claude's command palette. You type /deploy and Claude runs your entire staging pipeline, builds, tests, health checks, the works. You type /test all and Claude runs every test, reads the failures and starts fixing them. Automatically, I type 7 characters. Claude found 2 bugs and fixed them both. One was a flaky timeout, it added a retry. The other was a genuine regression, it traced the root cause and patched it. 7 characters, 2 bugs fixed. Meanwhile, Dave's 47-step doc is gathering digital dust. Rest in peace, Dave's doc. You served us questionably. Your project's runbook now executes itself, and it's version controlled so your whole team gets the same commands. Consistency, what a concept. Pop quiz, how many times has Claude written code with inconsistent spacing? How many times have you told it please run prettier? How many times have you thought there has to be a better way? There is, and it's embarrassingly simple. Post-tool use hook. Match on write and edit, the 2 tools Claude uses to touch files. Run your formatter on the changed file path. Done. Every single file Claude writes gets auto-formatted before you ever see it. But here's the spicy part. Add a second hook. Run the TypeScript compiler after every edit. Type errors surface immediately, not 3 files later when Claude's already built a castle on a broken foundation. Claude sees the error, fixes it, and moves on. Same turn. Your AI agent now has a personal code butler, formats on write, type checks on save. Your code never hits git in a broken state. I haven't manually run prettier in 3 weeks. My formatter has trust issues now. It keeps asking if we're still together. We're not. Hooks do it better. Real talk for a second. Claude Code has full shell access to your machine, full access. It can run any command, delete any file, drop any table, let that marinate. Now before you panic and uninstall everything, this is exactly what guardrails are for. A pre-tool use hook that pattern matches on dangerous commands. RM/RF blocked, git push force blocked, drop table, are you serious, super blocked. The hook exits non-zero, Claude reads the rejection message and finds a safer approach. I asked Claude to clean up old build artifacts. It tried RM/RF build, hook caught it, Claude pivoted to targeted file deletion instead. Nuclear option denied, surgical approach approved. And here's the thing that makes this actually useful: you scope your guardrails. Project-level rules go in the repo config so your whole team gets them automatically. Personal paranoia goes in your global config. Combine both. The project guards the codebase. The global config guards your machine. Your production database guards your career. You just put guardrails on an AI with root access. Sleep well tonight. Seriously, the hooks are watching. 5 hooks. Your AI agent now runs tests before committing, pings you when it's done, executes your workflows with a / command, auto-formats every file it touches, and can't accidentally nuke your production database. Which hook are you setting up first? Drop it in the comments. Most creative one gets pinned. Subscribe if you want your AI to work harder while you work less. See you in the next one.